Now, it's still one of the most talked about programmes Calendar has ever produced, the great head-to-head clash between Don Revie and Brian Clough on the night Clough was sacked by Leeds United in 1974.
Well, now a new book is about to reveal how the programme came about and give more of an insight as to how the pair became bitter rivals.
We'll be going to be talking to the author after a look at the programme that became iconic in the world of TV sport.
How could training sessions overcome meeting everyone in the club?
It couldn't overcome.
It would have taken you 10 minutes to get everybody together as a group and say, I'm pleased to meet you. I'm pleased to come to the club.
I walked into the dressing room and shook hands with Billy Bremner the very first second.
No, Brian. No, Brian.
No, hang on, I did.
No, don't edge. Why didn't you get everybody together?
Because I didn't think it was necessary.
Why?
Because I thought that I would do it more subtly and different instead of having everybody bang, bang, bang. They were all on edge. I was on edge.
So you could have put them at ease?
No, hang on. How?
By going in and talking to them.
Oh, talk to them? I took the shirts off the backs after they'd finished training.
I used to do that and massage them on a Thursday.
Of course. Well, that was my approach, of course.
What a programme it was. Well, joining us in the studio now is Roger Hermiston, who's just written this book, Clough and Revie, the rivals who changed the face of English football.
Great to see you, Roger. I mean, that programme has become such an iconic programme, particularly in this part of the world, and also with the film, The Damn United. But that was the original that took place right here on Kirkstall Road in the YTV studios.
Absolutely.
Why was it so special?
Well, I think you should bask in some reflected glory of your colleagues from September 1974. Because to get these two men into a studio at very short notice, within about an hour of your 6 o'clock programme finishing, remember this was a calendar special that went out a bit later, was a splendid achievement, and I think one of the great sporting journalistic scoops of all time, actually. And it came about through a mixture of accident, in that Revie was in Leeds at the time having dinner. Clough had just been sacked and was sort of free and easy, as it were.
What do we find out about the two men in your new book?
You find out a lot about them from their early days. They were both born in Middlesbrough. Some people know that, most people don't. They were born a brisk walk away from each other in Middlesbrough, and their paths sort of crossed from time to time, and that fascinated me, and I wanted to build up a portrait of North East football through them, through their path through the North East.
Very parallel lives and careers in many ways, yet two, as we could see there, totally different characters. Was that what fascinated you about them?
Yeah, I think so. I think it's what fascinates everyone about Brian Clough and Don Revie. I mean, Clough was brilliant on TV, and in some ways he sort of made football into showbiz. Don was slightly different. Don may have come across as slightly dour. He was a very charismatic man within the confines of his club, within Leeds United, very inspirational for his players. But I think, as Austin said, the comparison that came to mind for Austin Mitchell was that Clough was John F. Kennedy and Revie was Richard Nixon.
Put you on the spot.
Well,
Clough or Revie?
I would say Revie. It may be that Clough will live on in the affections of football fans a little bit more than Revie. I think history will be kinder to Revie as time goes on. OK, well, your book's out next week. Yeah.
Great interest to Leeds United fans, I should think, and everyone really, because the characters are well known outside that. But Roger,
I hope so.
Thanks very much for coming in.
Thank you for having me.
And you can see that full calendar special with Brian Clough and Don Revie on our website. That's www.itv.com/calendar.